What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a look at Imperialdramon. Imperialdramon is back, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a rare, and we got ourselves a super rare. Yeah, people like Imperialdramon. There's more Imperialdramon to talk about, so we could waste some time, or we could have a bit of a chat about it. So let's start off with a whole evolution line, starting off with Demiveemon. Now what we've got here is a level 2, and we've got an inheritable skill. When attacking once per turn, if you have a green Digimon in play, draw a card. I love this. Draw power is good. Digimon is a TCG that does have some draw engines, but it is not great for draw engines like some other card games are. So if you're playing blue and green, and with Imperialdramon, as we're going to see here, there's a very good chance you will be, then yay, it's a draw engine. Every time you attack, boom, draw a card. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is one I could get excited about. Now, the artwork on Veemon here is just absolutely adorable. This is just fantastic. And what we've got here is a free cost to play normally, 0 cost to Digivolve, 1000 power. The 1000 power basically signaling to us, yeah, this is gonna be good. And although it is just a mono blue Digimon, do note that it can Digivolve from a blue or a green. When you play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. I should say translations from the lovely folks at DigimonCard.dev, the lovely folks at Ensan Gaming, and the lovely me, because I do a bit of this myself now. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck when you play it. Add a Digimon card of Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits. And a Tamer card with Davis Motomiya in its name from among them to your hand, placing the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Yeah, you're grabbing a Digimon and you're grabbing a Tamer. We've seen these a lot at this stage. These skills, look at the top X cards of your deck, grab what it is you actually need. They are good. They see a bunch of play. Let's not forget we got the great Davis Motomiya from BT-12. When you play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a blue and a green Digimon to your hand. Sees a whole bunch of play. And then you've even got the dual color one from BT-8, that if you've got a blue and a green Digimon in play, gains you 2 memory at the start of your phase. And when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you can suspend this Tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. Basically, yeah, Davis is good. There's another new one we'll get to in just a moment. This is a very, very good card. Expect this to see a bunch of play, not even necessarily with the new Davis, because we've got the old Davis, 2 of them, and they're both really, really good. So yeah, this is a card to keep an eye on. This is a very, very good card. Now, we've also got an inheritable skill here. You may DNA Digivolve with one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. We've seen it a bunch. It's useful. And as you might expect from an Imperialdramon deck, we do have a level 3 counterpart here. We've got ourselves a lovely cute little Wormmon. Same stats as we see on the Veemon, and again, even though it is mono green, it can Digivolve from green or blue. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Digimon card of Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits, and a Tamer card with Kenichi in its name from among them to your hand. And then at the end of your turn, you can DNA Digivolve. It is very, very much the counterpart to Veemon here, although we've not yet seen Kenichi from this set, so I'm afraid I won't be able to share it. Now, ExVeemon is a 4 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 4000 power. All fairly standard. Again, we're talking a mono-type blue Digimon, but again, we do have the opportunity here to Digivolve from a green. Even though we are not in and of ourselves green, that's good. On your turn, when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a green Digimon, gain a memory. If you go in the DNA Digivolution route, this is really good. And you got an inheritable skill on your turn. While this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits, it gains jamming. And Veemon loves jamming, and this is good. Jamming, remember, is the one whereby when you attack the security, you will not be deleted in a battle with a security Digimon, regardless of how big they are. So being able to attack into the stack, guaranteeing you're not getting deleted, obviously that's a good thing. And obviously, when we're talking about Imperialdramon, where there is a level 4 blue ExVeemon, there's going to be a level 4 green Stingmon, which, even though it's green Digimon, obviously it needs to be in this video. Now, stats-wise, we're rocking the same here, 424. We are a mono-color green Digimon. but you can Digivolve from blue, which is very, very cool. Note how ExVeemon has Stingmon in the art, and Stingmon has ExVeemon in the art. And on your turn, when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a blue Digimon card, you gain a memory. And we've got an inheritable skill. While this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits, it gains piercing. That is to say, when you delete a Digimon in battle, you then get to perform a security check. So if we take these two together, if there was a way to DNA Digivolve ExVeemon and Stingmon into a blue and a green Digimon, we would gain 2 memory, and due to the inheritable skills, we would then have both piercing and jamming, so we take out a Digimon, perform a security check, and be guaranteed to survive it. Paildramon says hello. Paildramon is an 8 cost to play normally, 4 cost to Digivolve, 8,000 power. 4 cost to Digivolve into a level 5 is not good, that's way too high. But you can DNA Digivolve for free from a blue level 4 and a green level 4. But of course, it's going to be ExVeemon and Stingmon here, so you're not actually DNA Digivolving for 0. You're DNA Digivolving and gaining 2 memory, whilst also having those inheritable skills. It's awesome. When Digivolving, you trash the top 3 Digivolution cards of all of your opponent's Digimon. That's ridiculous. But when you're DNA Digivolving, 2 of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards cannot attack until the end of your opponent's turn. So basically, you trash a bunch of Digivolution cards and then hopefully turn off 2 of your opponent's Digimon while you're gaining 2 memory Digivolving. It's just good. I really like this. Oh yeah, and an inheritable skill at the end of your attack. If this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits, you gain a memory. Just gain a memory at the end of your attack. Yeah, that's pretty gosh darn good. But you're probably thinking, wassy, where there is a Paildramon, there should be a Dinobeemon. And there absolutely is. Again, we've got the same 848. Again, I'm not loving the 4 Digivolution cost. But again, you've got a dual color Digimon. And again, you can DNA Digivolve for free from a blue level 4 and a green level 4. Nice. When DNA Digivolving, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then this Digimon gets 3,000 power for the turn, and then it can attack your opponent's Digimon, which is awesome. Bearing in mind, remember, you should have piercing and you should have jamming, so it's not just that you get to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, but if they're suspended, you can attack. And if you got piercing, you can take them out and then perform a security check. And you should have at least 11,000 power. And you're guaranteed to survive the security check. This works wonderfully. This is all adding up nicely. And then an inheritable skill on your turn once per turn. When your Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits deletes one of your opponent's Digimon by battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security. That is clearly redonk. When we get up to Imperialdramon, we are literally just trashing security by deleting Digimon, and we should have piercing. We should have that from Stingmon. So it's not just take out a Digimon, trash a security. It's take out a Digimon, trash a security, then perform a security check, which is clearly very, very good. Now, before we get into the couple of level 6s, I did mention Davis. There is a new Davis here. 3 cost tamer at the start of your main phase. If you have a Digimon with 3 in its traits, you should. Or a tamer with Ken Ichiuchi in its name in play. I don't know about that one. Gain a memory. Just gain a memory at the start of your main phase, basically. But more importantly, on your turn, when one of your 2-color blue and green Digimon attacks, by suspending this tamer, you may Digivolve it into a Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name in your hand for its Digivolution cost. That's going to be relevant here. So basically, you can announce an attack and then Digivolve it for its cost. Hang on a second, Wassy, I hear you ask. Couldn't you just evolve it for its cost anyway? Well, of course you could. But then it might turn the turn over to your opponent. The point here is you announce your attack, then Davis's skill lets you Digivolve, then you've got to resolve the attack before the turn can pass to your opponent. It's a way of basically letting you Digivolve up into Imperialdramon and attack when you don't have enough memory to do so, because otherwise you could just Digivolve and attack. This one could be pretty gosh darned fun. So, moving over to our level 6s then, we've got a couple of Imperialdramon, we've got Dragon Mode. Now this is a 12 cost to play normally, 4 cost to Digivolve, 12,000 power. High but standard. But it's only a 3 cost to Digivolve from either Paildramon or Dinobeemon. Because of course what you should have done is DNA Digivolved into one of those two, and then you can roll from there. And when Digivolving, if you've got a blue card in your Digivolution cards you want to spend, if there's a green card, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So the theory here is you suspend one of theirs, hey, it can now attack, or it can't block, either's good, maybe both. And you unsuspend this, which is good. So you basically, you attack, oh, I'm suspended, now I Digivolve, hey, now I'm unsuspended, now I can attack again. Bearing in mind, if you're attacking with something like Dinobeemon, you should have 11,000 power, and you should have jamming, so you will survive when you attack. So there's no, oh, what if I get deleted when I attack? Yeah, that's almost certainly, there's option cards, I suppose. But outside of that, that's almost certainly not happening, and then I can Digivolve up and just attack again, and it works beautifully. And then at the end of your attack, you may Digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon card with Imperialdramon in its name in your hand for its Digivolution cost. When this Digimon would Digivolve by this effect, reduce the cost by 2. So basically at the end of your attack, you can Digivolve into an Imperialdramon and save 2. Yes. Absolutely yes. So you can Digivolve into a different Imperialdramon and save cost. It's just good, honestly. And you can kind of go from Paildramon or Dinobeemon into this, and then into Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. Now this is your super rare, so we do have rather high hopes. 13-5-13 is huge, but not unexpected, honestly. And you can Digivolve as a 2 cost from Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Except it doesn't have to be a 2 cost. Because remember, Dragon Mode at the end of your attack, you can Digivolve into a Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name for its Digivolution cost. But when this Digimon would Digivolve by this effect, you reduce the cost by 2. So that 2 minus 2 comes as 0. So if you specifically Digivolve this new Dragon Mode into this new Fighter Mode using the end of attack skill, it's free. Which is nuts. And when Digivolving, you suspend all of your opponent's Digimon that have no Digivolution cards. Bearing in mind I've already shown you we've got ways to really reduce them. And then one of your opponent's suspended Digimon goes to its owner's hand. And then by returning one of your Imperialdramon Dragon Mode from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to your hand, you return all of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of their owner's deck instead. So basically, you try and get rid of their Digivolution cards, then you return Dragon Mode from under it to your hand, and then all of your opponent's suspended Digimon go back to the bottom of your opponent's deck. And the thing is, all the ones that had no Digivolution cards you will have just suspended, but then there's going to be the ones that are unnaturally suspended, the ones that have blocked, or the ones that attacked on your opponent's last turn. So it's not just the ones with no Digivolution cards that you've just suspended, it's also any that were naturally suspended, they all go away. This could be a legitimate board wipe, and that would be fantastic. And then on all turns, this Digimon gains 1,000 power for each colour in its Digivolution cards, which is probably just going to be green and blue, let's be honest. But while it's got 2 or more colours, it's got security attack +1 and blocker. So it should be a 15,000 power Digimon with security attack +1 and blocker, but bearing in mind you should also have the inheritable skill that we saw on Dinobeemon, whereby when you delete an opponent's Digimon by battle, you delete the top card of its security stack, and you should have piercing with Stingmon, so you absolutely should be going after Digimon rather than going straight into the stack, because obviously where you've got piercing, it doesn't really make a difference whether you go after a Digimon or the stack. You still get to attack the stack, you just get to take out a Digimon first, so it does make a difference, you go after the Digimon. I mean, it doesn't make a difference in terms of you're still going after the security in the end. So yeah, This is extremely big and extremely powerful and extremely good. And if you get this whole thing working, you're basically just taking out their security guards super quickly while also taking out their Digimon and board wiping. Bearing in mind, whatever you haven't wiped the board of, you should then be able to try and take out. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I should mention there is actually a really useful option card here as well, the Lazer. It's a free cost card that lets you trash the top 3 cards, Digivolution cards, from one of your opponent's Digimon. Obvious combo here with the Imperialdramon we just looked at. And then if you've got a green Digimon in play, you can play a level 4 or lower blue Digimon with 3 in its traits from your hand without paying its memory cost. So basically you're playing ExVeemon or Stingmon for free, which is rather nice. Oh, and as to security, it does the same thing. So yeah, this is all adding up kind of ridiculously. In Imperialdramon, we got so many Imperialdramon now, but these do look like they can hang. But now it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know if you think these are good. I want to know if you think these are worth playing over the previous ones. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Digimon and other card games. It's a lot of fun. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of fun things. But by far, the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.